Hello and welcome back to Movies and the People Who Love Them. My name's Emma. I'm your host every week. This is the show for anyone who's ever loved a movie for any reason. And this is the show where I have someone come on every week, literally anyone, family, friend, stranger, acquaintance, and we talk about their four favorite movies and why they love them. And this week, oh, this is so fun. I get to talk to my friend Esther. Esther, how are you today?
Hello, I'm so good because I'm a guest on this awesome podcast. Longtime
Esther's
listener, first
sobbing
time
right now.
caller.
You're the best. I love you. Esther is like an old friend. We went to high school together. We were I mentioned before on an episode before, I was a big choir girly. Esther was too. We were in choir together.
We were
Time
in
of my
choir
life,
together.
genuinely.
Her dad taught me
Mhm, mhm.
Mormonism.
Yep, my
Like,
dad was a seminary teacher, her seminary teacher, and mine for 1 year,
honestly,
but,
my
like, yeah,
favorite seminary teacher, by the way. Tell
he
Kipley I
usually
said
is.
hi.
I will. I absolutely will. He usually is, like, we get that all the time, but yeah.
I don't know if he, like I don't know how much he remembers me, but, like,
Oh, he'd remember you.
he made a very big impact on me. I remember,
Oh,
like, talking in his office about, like, The Road and,
oh,
like, The Shack and,
yes.
like, just discussing, like,
The nitty-gritty.
literary
Oh, I
themes,
love
nitty-gritty
that.
literary themes with him, and I was just like, I just don't know how many, like, Mormon seminary teachers there are just, like, talking about Cormac McCarthy with
Oh my gosh, that will,
their
like,
seminary
genuinely mean a lot to
students.
him. I'll tell him that that will, like, truly mean so much to him.
I
I love
know.
that.
He's a
I
great
love
guy.
that. He's the
Yep,
best. Yeah, he's so great. Anyways, but we go way
he's a good
back.
dude.
This is so fun, and it's been, like we've stayed friends, like, internet friends, and we've, like, connected in, a story response here and there and a DM here and there, but, like, this is, like, the first time we've just, like, sat down and caught up, and Esther's moved, like, to Oregon. She's living her best life. Will you give us just, like, a little introduction to you? Tell us about yourself.
Yes, so, I used to live in Boise.
Mhm.
I went to college for music education and then Boise State,
Mhm.
and then I graduated right after COVID and came to Portland, where I was a elementary school music teacher for, like, a couple years, and then that destroyed me, and then I became a
Mhm.
massage therapist. So now I'm a massage therapist and an educator and a
Mhm.
musician living in the Pacific Northwest,
What a
loving my
dream.
life.
I love
Truly
it.
living the dream. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, you really do seem so happy. Again, even just, like, social media and stuff, you just seem like you're doing so
It's
good,
so
and that's
good.
so good to see. I love seeing that, so
It is fun to just do what you want as a single
yes.
girly.
Yes. It's just everyone should do whatever they want, really, all the
Do whatever
time,
you want.
and
You
I wish everyone was better about that, including me, and I'm trying to be better.
No, that's why I
So
love your podcast because I'm
oh,
like, "I
thank
bet
you.
Emma just wants to do this. Emma should just
I
do it. She
do.
wants
I wanna
to."
do it,
Like,
and I
yeah.
am, and it's
Why
been so
not?
fun.
Do
I'm
it.
just, like, having the best time. It's been so fun. Yeah, and Esther loves a movie, like, we're follow each other on Letterboxd.
I love a movie.
She has great taste. It's so fun
Thank
to see,
you.
and she just appreciates Esther is so smart and so thoughtful and, like, well-spoken. I also Esther, I don't know if you know this. I don't think I've ever, like, told you this or had a chance to tell you this. You were, like, kind of a big part of, like, my feminist awakening. I don't like so one time
Don't tell me that.
when did no, I'm serious. One time, it was after I don't even remember the exact timeline or exactly where we were. I believe I was a senior because Esther's a year older than me, and so she was a year ahead of me in school. I believe you just had come back after I think your first year. Didn't you go to Provo, BYU Provo for a year? Yeah, or sometime. I think you came back after your first semester or something, and like we were
Mhm.
like hanging out in our friend group or whatever. And you, I think you were taking like a feminist class or something
Yeah, I was
about
taking
women's rights?
gender studies at
That's what it
BYU
was, okay.
Provo. Yeah.
And you were telling us about it, and you were kind of telling us about just a lot of kind of religious stuff and how it presents in the world and in religion, and, like, I just remember I had never it was a lot of things that I had never considered before, and it was, like, kind of jarring, and then I was like, "Wait, well wait, actually, she's
Like,
right," and,
Esther's
like, it
right.
was just, like, stuff I'd never thought about, and, like, you kind of just, like, set this ball rolling, and so, like, I don't think I've ever told you that because I don't think I've ever had a chance, but you have to know that, obviously.
We have BYU to thank
To
for
think.
your feminist awakening. Because yes, I took my gender studies class, we could have a whole other conversation
And
about
we
what
should.
taking gender studies at a Mormon university is
Yes.
like. There was
Mm,
the leader of the and for people who don't know, in the Mormon church, like, the administrative authority of the church rests with men traditionally. Women
yeah.
do not have that authority. It's called the priesthood. There was a movement when me and Emma were, like, in high school and college called the Ordained Women Movement
Mhm,
that was about get sharing the administrative authority of the church with the female members.
mhm.
And so, like, I took a gender studies class with the college president of the Ordained Women Movement.
How
Like,
interesting.
so I was just like and he was no, or he was, like, the vice president or something, so he was a gay man who was,
How
like,
interesting.
leading the Ordained Women movement at
Oh my
BYU in, like, the
gosh.
year 2014.
Wait, that's
That might be a
so
little niche for some of
interesting.
our non-Mormon listeners, but, like,
No, hey, guys, do you see what I mean? Well-spoken, brilliant, like, so thoughtful. This is what I mean. Okay, this is gonna be so fun. No, anyways, I just, like yeah, I had to tell you that. You had to know that is so interesting. I didn't realize
thank
also all the
you,
context
thank
between that,
you.
so I had to
You'll
tell
hear
you that.
more
Oh, I'm
feminist
so excited.
lenses as we talk
Yes!
about these
This
films.
is gonna be so fun.
Mhm.
Anything else you wanna share about yourself? Like, anything else integral to know about Esther?
I remember when you like, I think your first episode, you said something about how, like, this, will not necessarily be your typical
Mhm,
film analysis forward podcast. I'm more
mhm,
interested in, like, the personal, relatable stories of
mhm,
people's connections to the movies in their lives,
mhm.
and I was just like, "Oh, shit," because like, I'm, like, a really, like, film
N
analysis
no,
forward
no, no, no,
person.
no, but here's the thing, remember I
Like,
also
I
said,
was
"Oh, there will for sure be moments because I also love an
I know, I was
analysis,
like, "Oh,
like,
I
don't
speak
you
fluent
worry."
film
No,
analysis."
this is perfect. Because again, I do too, but, like,
Yeah.
most people, that's, like, not their thing, but, like, that's why I was like, "Don't worry, there will also be moments of that too, because
It's
I
gonna be in
can't
this
fully
episode.
separate it." I
It's gonna
can't.
be in this episode.
I'm
Fair
so
warning.
excited. Well, and I
Yeah.
think that's also the fun thing of, like, hopefully people that are listening to just kind of, hear the more connection piece or just, like, hear some fun things about some fun movies they don't know, like, maybe this can be, like, a little bit of a like, I don't know, a little bit of an introduction to some more film analysis forward discussion, and I think that's
Love it.
awesome. It's all, like, all about stretching and growing and talking and learning new parts about ourselves and things that we didn't think about before. This is gonna be
Happy
great.
to be here
So,
for it.
oh, can't think of a better person.
I'm so excited.
Shall we get into it? What do you wanna talk about first?
Please. Let's just start with Lord of the Rings.
Let's do it.
Let's
Let's
just
get
start.
right into it. What a
Ugh.
good choice to start. I will also
Um,
say, while Esther's pulling up her notes, well, on my, like, little, form of, like, if you wanna be in the show, which it's always open, link is in the show notes in my bio, wherever you literally probably wherever you wanna look, it's there, and if you wanna be on it, you can fill it out. But Esther put I've had a couple people choose Lord of the Rings, but they'll pick, like, specific ones. Esther just put all of them. She just put LOTR. So which I
no,
honestly,
no,
I
Lord
don't
of the
get.
Rings
I don't
is
like
one whole thing.
it's a whole thing, it's a whole story, and so I loved that I wanted to make that distinction that I think that's so fair because I mean, I think it's fair if you wanna pick, like, one to talk about, and I think it's fair if it's, like, you're the whole thing because it's all one story, really. So
No, because Lord of the Rings, the reason I say, like, it is just one unit of
mhm,
art, it is just one
it
story,
is.
is it
Yeah.
wasn't like so many other film series. There is, like, the first film, they shoot it, it has a director, and then they, like, close shooting, they
Yep.
release it, and then they'll have
Mhm.
another film, and it might be a different director, and it
Mhm.
might be
Mhm.
they might
It might,
filming
like,
might take
feel
place over a
different.
different span of time. Yeah, like the
Yeah.
Harry Potter series, like,
Yeah.
almost every
Totally.
other movie has a different director, but
Mhm.
Peter Jackson made this all at once,
Yeah.
and it was all the
Yeah.
same people the entire
Yeah.
time. It was
Yeah.
not treated as, like, 3 separate works because it's not. Like,
It's, like, such a consistent
it's
yeah,
actually just one
story.
thing. So,
Yeah,
yes,
it's just one thing. I think
it's
that's
just The
brilliant.
Lord of the
I love
Rings.
it.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, tell me, like, your first How did you come to just love it? And, like, do you remember your first kind of experiences
Ooh.
with it? Or
Isn't like, have people explained the plot probably enough? Do
um,
we also assume
we
people
have
know what it's about?
give us a little overview. The one that has been briefly explained is Return of the King. So if you
Okay.
wanna, like, briefly explain just kind of generally all of them.
Yeah, again, if you haven't seen Lord of the Rings, that's wild, but
Yeah.
there's a first time for everything.
Yes.
It's a fantasy film trilogy based off of the renowned fantasy series by J.R.R. Tolkien.
Yep.
It takes place in a fantastical land called Middle Earth.
Mhm.
There's an evil guy, his name is Sauron. He's trying to take over the world. His soul and power have been partially integrated into the
Mhm.
object of a magical ring,
Mhm.
hence the Lord of the Rings.
Mhm.
And the good guys in this magical land, this universe of wizards and elves and humans and
Mhm.
dwarves and these little, like, small, curly-haired pastoral beings called hobbits,
Yes.
they all have to band together as literally a group of ragtag friends
Yes.
to overthrow Sauron and
Mhm.
destroy the ring to protect
Mhm.
Middle Earth from falling into darkness. And that's Lord of the Rings,
That was perfect. Yeah.
bare
That was
bones.
perfect. It's like you've done this
Um,
before or something.
and, I'm just a prepared girl.
I just am here to tell the facts
I
of what it is.
really care about preparation.
You do, and I love that about you. No, that was perfect. Yeah, okay.
But my first so I can't remember my first interaction with Lord of the Rings, but I remember we had the extended DVD set in my
Okay.
household, and of course, anyone who is a fan knows that the extended DVD set, it's like 12, 13
Mhm.
hours of the film and
Mhm.
also bonus material because
Mhm.
DVDs are awesome,
I'm
and
I love them.
so
Physical media on
it's
top
so
always.
good.
Yeah.
And so I remember, like, every time I stayed home sick from school, I would watch Lord of the Rings extended
Oh.
version from start to finish. It was almost like my little treat.
Yeah.
I got sad when I got sick because it sucks to be sick, but deep
Mhm.
down in my little child heart, middle school, teenage heart, I was just like,
Mhm. You're
"But
like, "But I
that
do
means I
get to
gotta
watch Lord
break
of the
out the
Rings."
extended version of Lord of the Rings."
I love that. So it's, like, kinda like a reward, like,
It's
really.
ki it's like a reward.
I love it. I love it. So it's kind of always a part of you, like, just always a part of your childhood and
And
who
I
you
was a
were.
fantasy kid
Yeah,
too. I loved, like, unicorns and dragons. Of
of
course, I
course.
always checked out those encyclopedia books where you open it up
And there's the folding things everywhere and,
there's
like,
little
the things
folding
you take
things
out,
and
of
there's a little
course.
parchment envelope and you take it
Oh,
out and it's
and the
like, "Here's a
edges are
piece of
burned and, like,
dragon skin," and it's just fabric.
I had the fairy one, okay? I was
No,
obsessed.
yes, there's the
No, they were
fairy
incre
one.
man, those
Or
were
it's just
amazing.
like
Oh, I love those.
places to find unicorns.
Wait, I
Here's how to
love those.
identify.
It's like a piece of unicorn hair
I know,
encased and it's
yeah,
like a
it's just
tiny little
like
plastic piece with, like, some, like, very acrylic, like, fur. It's so funny. Oh, I love it. I loved
different types
those.
of unicorn horns.
Yes.
So, yeah, I
Yeah.
was absolutely into that.
Of course. So it would make sense, like, for that to follow you until Lord of the Rings. Of
And then I love Lord of the
course.
Rings. Return of the King was the first PG-13 movie I saw in theaters. I had
Ooh.
to at the Egyptian Theater,
And
midnight
oh my
premiere on
gosh.
Christmas.
That's
Like,
incredible.
such a core memory. I had to beg my dad and my older brothers were gonna go see Return of the King
Mhm.
in the Egyptian showing, IMAX,
Yes.
whatever,
Yes.
and I had to beg my dad and my older brothers because, sensitive little bean, as we
Of
discussed
course.
before
Of
the
course.
episode, and
Yes.
they were just like, "I don't know, Esther, it
Gonna
can
be
be
a
kind of
lot. Yeah.
scary." it might be kind of intense." And I said, "Of no, I can handle it.
Of
I'm old
course.
enough. I can
Yeah.
absolutely handle it." But the prologue sequence in Return of the King is the
Mhm.
one where Smeagol gets corrupted by the ring
Mhm.
and turns into Gollum, and
Mhm.
it's the first opening of Return of the King, and it's arguably the most disturbing
Oh, yeah.
sequence in
Yeah.
the
It's, like,
entire
very
series.
upsetting. Yeah,
It's very
it's very
upsetting.
upsetting.
You see,
Yeah.
this man strangle his friend in real time.
Yes.
There's a
Yes.
heartbeat audio.
Yeah,
Um,
it's a lot.
there's a
Yeah.
voiceover, like, whisper of go
Yeah.
it's so intense. So I
Yes.
remember I was just I was in the theater and just gripping the edges of my seat, and I was like, "You can't look away.
You
You
fought to
can't
be here.
cry.
Look
You
at the
can't
screen.
you can't ask dad to leave the theater. You can't go to the bathroom.
You
You have to
sit here.
take it. You have to take this because
Take
you have to
it.
prove." And so I just
Oh, you're so
committed, like,
brave.
masochism, like, I was like
But you're better for it now. Look at you now.
my first
Amazing.
one baby's first self-inflicted trauma, like,
Yes.
baby's first
Lord of the Rings.
suppressing her needs to fit in.
Oh, yeah, familiar.
So, yeah,
Familiar.
and also, yeah, Shelob was really scary for me. I
Yes.
did
Oh,
have to
yeah.
bury my face into my dad's arm when Shelob
Mhm.
comes out. The
Mhm.
last scene, Gollum bites off Frodo's
It's
finger. It's
icky, it's
intense!
icky, yeah.
But I did it,
Gosh,
and here I
proud of
am.
you.
Yep,
Oh,
obsessed. Now I'm a
proud of
horror
you.
girly, so
Yeah, you
mhm,
totally are. Oh my
mhm.
gosh, I love that. So what is it? Because again, I know you have, like, notes in preparation. What is it that, like let's just get into it. Like, what is it about Lord of the Rings that has just connected you so deeply to it for so long? Aside from, again, like, the nostalgia and, like, the fantasy loving side of you.
Yeah, I'm so glad you asked, and I'm gonna try to keep this brief because I
Go
could
as
write a
brief or as long as you
dissertation.
want.
I could write a dissertation. I love Lord of the Rings, and I think everyone loves Lord of the Rings because, um, I don't know, how do I say this without making it that deep? I just
Make it deep.
feel that triumph is
Mm.
a really underutilized, like, emotional feelings of
Yes.
triumph over despair, feelings of hope being
Yes.
a moral emotional paradigm
Yeah.
are so lacking
Yeah.
in our world that it is a pro-social emotional good to view
Yes.
art that engenders hope and feelings of triumph through
Oh,
solidarity, through
yes.
friendship.
Yes. Through,
That
like, all good things.
the key to dismantling shame and oppression is
Mhm.
through radically hopeful
Yes.
friendship and
Yes.
solidarity.
Oh my gosh.
And that's what Lord of the
Oh,
Rings is about. That's
that's the whole
fucking what it's
thing. Like,
about.
that's literally the whole thing.
That's
Yes.
it is the
Oh,
friends we made along the way
yes.
conquers all.
That's all that it matters, and that's all that matters in this world, and that's also what fixes everything, genuinely, is each other and, like, our
I
friendships. Oh,
I've been
yes.
thinking a
Wow.
lot
Yes.
lately, because this might seem like a really random segue, but it was this truth was revealed to me through K-pop Demon Hunters
No, I love
that
that.
that like, shame and despair are actually, like, quite intertwined and quite related to one another,
Yeah.
and that instead of the uh, instead of the antithesis of those things being optimism or
Yeah.
positive thinking or self-esteem,
Mhm.
I think the antidote to shame and despair is more more concentrated actions of friendship I think
Yeah.
friendship is the root of hope, actually, and I think hope feeds
Oh.
friendship, and I don't think there is friendship without some element of hope. I think to
Yeah.
invest in relationship to one another and
Mhm.
to sacrifice for one another and to make room for other people in our lives is a radical act of hope,
Yeah.
and Lord of the Rings is the one of the best, like, artful
Yeah.
displays of that.
I think maybe, like, the best ever. I think that's so
Maybe,
true,
no,
and I think,
it's
like
my favorite movie.
yeah, you're like, you don't have to tell me, I agree, like no, I
Yeah,
think
dude.
that's so true, and I think, like oh, I love that you brought up friendship and that's, like, such a focus, because I think friendships are such a unique relationship in this world and in our lives, and there's none really like it, and you could say that perhaps about any relationship, like, in a vacuum, but, like, I don't know, friendship is so you choose those people and then even when you choose them, they're not familial really, like, you choose your partner, but, like, they become your family, you know what I mean? And so it's just such a unique relationship that we experience in this life, and I think it's so important. It's so important.
Yeah, I think that and then here's where the feminist intersectional,
Yes.
blah,
Oh,
blah,
I love
blah
it.
comes in,
Yes.
is I think since our culture is so, like, put so much emphasis on hetero-romantic relationships,
Mhm.
the nuclear
Mhm.
family, marriage,
Mhm.
I think and that is the pinnacle, and that's the most important familial ties are the most
Mhm.
important.
Mhm.
I think that media that portrays, platonic love and
Yes.
platonic devotion and platonic sacrifice
Yeah.
is really, really meaningful. And
Yeah.
obviously, trust me, the queer film theorists, Lord of the Rings is it's kind of gay. Like, it
Yeah. Oh,
really
for sure.
is. Like, they love each
Yeah.
they it's a
Very
little
valid.
gay, so you could
Yeah.
you could come at it from that standpoint,
Sure.
but I also think that the level for, the prime example being the relationship between Sam and Frodo,
Totally.
um, being and Merry and Pippin, but the hobbits most
Right.
particularly showing what deep, deep devotional friendship looks like, and
Yes.
and
Yes.
radically supportive friendship that requires just a lot of hope. I think it's just really hopeful
Mhm.
to be friends with someone
Aw.
and to invest in their current and future self, to
Yes.
have someone's weaknesses and flaws revealed to you and
Yeah.
continue to be with them anyways, as we
Yeah.
see Sam do with Frodo time and time again. There's a lot about Frodo that's quite disappointing, potentially.
Yeah.
Um, and there even in Return of the King, he ultimately tries to push away Sam
Mhm.
because of how much shame he has,
Yeah.
actually. Because shame
Yeah.
is the opposite of friendship. Shame is, "I am not
Yeah.
worthy of love." Shame is I don't know, he is so afraid that he is going to turn out like Gollum,
Mhm.
that he ultimately becomes a little like Gollum. He is
Mhm.
paranoid, he is
Mhm.
possessive,
Mhm.
he is self-obsessed, and for Sam, again, in The Return of the King, so I understand why The Return of the King was someone's favorite because so many of the
Mhm.
pinnacle emotional moments of
Oh,
triumph
yeah.
happen in Return of the
Totally.
King.
Yeah.
But when Sam ultimately goes back, it's I don't know, to be
Mhm.
have you ever had that moment with a friend where you I don't know, have you ever I don't know how to phrase this. When you know someone so well
Oh,
that
that
you demand that they love themselves better, or you show up for them even
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what I'm trying to say, but have you
Oh,
ever
no, I totally
loved
do.
someone so much that you won't let them persist in self-destruction? You
100%.
override their need for
Yes.
self-destruction,
Yeah.
and you show up anyway.
Yes, and even more so, have
Even
had
at cost to you.
people. Yes, and I've had people do that for me,
Yes.
and, like, that I can't think of anything that, like, means more and, like, a deeper show of, like, love and care,
E
and
even,
devotion.
like, something so small as, "We're all gonna go out tonight," and you're all sad and depressed, and you don't wanna go out, and then your friends are like, "No, you're gonna go out
Yeah.
tonight," and then you go out and you
Yes.
feel better because
Yes. And they knew that you would.
and they knew
Yeah.
that you would, and
Yes.
sometimes
Yeah.
they don't, and sometimes they're like, "Yeah, you probably do need
Yeah.
a night at home."
Yes.
I don't know. I think there is a real treatise on the principles of friendship to be found in
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings. Like, I think we should study friendship from the sacred text of Lord of the Rings.
Yes. Oh my gosh, wait, I love that because like, I just think it's so true, and I think that there's, like I mean, if you've seen Lord of the Rings, you obviously love Lord of the Rings, and it's so many people's favorites for so many reasons, and, like and I love that, and they're all I share them all, I'm sure you share them all, but I think that, like I feel like we don't talk about that enough is, like, the friendship and, like, the again, like, the devotion to each other. That and I really just love, like, the tenderness too of, like, these friendships and, like, there's just so much care, and I love that these characters, which are men primarily, mostly
Mhm,
all the main characters are men,
mhm.
that they are so they just love each other so fiercely, and they're, like, not afraid to show that, and I just wish that again, so many people love Lord of the Rings for so many reasons. I wish that, like, that was maybe something that we took a little bit more from it and that men and boys took a little bit more from, is this, like,
No,
intense and, like, fierce show of friendship and, like, no shame and no embarrassment in
n
showing that you love your friends. Oh, no.
no,
Heaven forbid.
masculine platonic intimacy is
Mhm.
like, we just don't have very many depictions of that in a lot
Yep.
of media, and Lord of the Rings isn't exceptional in this, but
Uh-huh.
usually displays of fraternity and male togetherness are always in the context of war. Like, it's always
Yeah.
Band of Brothers and Saving
Yes.
Private Ryan type stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, or it's like Ocean's
Militaresque,
11 and they're
like
criminals, or it's The Godfather
yeah.
and they're criminals. Like, we just don't have very many shows of adult men just
Just hanging
being
out.
friends,
Yes.
like, without the
Or, like
context of violence, like,
yes. And
without
again, this
the
isn't, like, perfect in that, but,
it's
like
not perfect, like,
yeah.
the
No,
good
you're
thing
right.
about Lord of the Rings is the hobbits are essentially non-militaristic, so, like, that's
Yes. That's their
why
whole thing.
that's
Yeah.
their whole thing, they're actually not
Yes.
fighters,
Yes.
especially Frodo and Sam,
Mhm.
again, have the least militaristic uh, context for their friendship,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's the most tender one, except for maybe
Yeah.
Legolas and Gimli, which is, like,
Yeah. Yeah.
very sapphic, actually, but,
Yes, I love that.
but
That's actually turns out.
yeah, they all it is gay, like, I'll say it, Lord of the
Mhm.
Rings is
Yeah,
really
yeah.
gay, but I was thinking about it this week about how there are a couple film depictions of just, like, female friendships.
Mhm.
There's Still Magnolias,
Yeah. Yeah.
um, what are also there's a couple films that do feature just the lives of women being friends, The
Totally.
Help,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
in just the normal context of relation to one another.
Yeah.
And of course, there's a bunch of films where the kids are friends, where the kids band
Mhm.
together and
Mhm.
friendship saves the day,
Mhm.
but I think that actually shows kind of a nefarious, belief we have about the value of platonic friendship. If we
I think so too.
assign
Yeah.
platonic friendship to be the stuff of women and children, then it
Yeah.
actually means in our culture, it actually means we don't take it very seriously.
It's devalued. Yeah.
And I think we just need more adult dudes being friends
Yes.
films,
Yes.
and I think
Because
Lord of the
guess
Rings is a
what?
good start for that.
Yes. Oh, I totally agree. Because guess what? Men do deserve that. Men absolutely deserve that, and I think
Oh, they
also,
really need
like,
it because things are real
they really
bad
do it
without it.
they really need it.
No, we're not
No,
doing
we really
okay.
need
They're
it.
not doing good.
Yes, no, and I do think again, I think women I think there's I'm not saying that there's men that don't, like, feel this and know the importance of friendship. Of course, I know that, like, that exists and men feel that, but, like, gosh, I every woman I know, her like, there's nothing more sacred than her female friends, and that doesn't have to be exclusive to women and children, like you're saying, and I just think I again, I think this is such a symptom of a patriarchal society that, like, there's, again, the tenderness and that, like, that level of friendship is not allowed to men, and it's deemed as something less than or something shameful to them, and it's so sad because again, we know how special it is and how, like, truly soul healing and life-giving it is, and I just think that everyone deserves that, and it's not fair that that's kept from them, like, in this terrible society that we live in, and I get that that's one of the symptoms, you know?
It's just not great, and
Yeah.
again, I think that I teach children, I'm an educator, I
Mhm.
witness, like, boy friendships are very sacred to them.
Yes.
They really boys' friendships are really sacred to them,
Yes.
and, again, the sense of, like, brotherhood,
Yes.
fraternité, like,
Yes.
I
Yes.
think that that's a cultural value we have, but like I
Totally.
said, it just rarely exists without it being some war story,
Yeah.
and I think
Yeah.
men don't shouldn't have to go to war
To
to
f feel
to
brotherhood, to feel
depend on each
friendship.
other.
Yes.
I don't think their lives
Yes.
need to be at stake for them to
No.
rely upon each other
Yeah.
for support and emotional
Yeah.
intimacy. So,
Yeah.
like,
Like, what like, that's it. Like,
that's
really, that's
that's it, and
so
there's
well
so many
said.
things. There are so many
Yeah.
things with
Oh,
Lord of the
no, I
Rings.
think that's so well said.
That's what's coming up now. I guess just going back to my sentiment that friendship is the seed of hope, hope feeding
Yeah.
friendship,
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
hope is this necessary element to human friendship. I just think about every time, and that is why folks who feel like they do not have friends are probably suffering the most. I think
Mhm.
there is maybe nothing sadder to the human spirit than feeling like they are friendless.
Yeah.
I
And
think
also,
that
I think if I can just interject really quick is, like, this is, like, kind of a silly thing, but, like, I think I have great friends, like, I love my friends and stuff, but, like, I also there's, like, why when I shows like Friends, like a sitcom, like, that's like that, like, we just, like, yearn for, like, friend groups and stuff, and this, like, constant surrounding of, again, people that are, like, choosing you to that are choosing to be around you and you're choosing them. There's something so special about that.
no, totally. I also feel like, again, there's a lot, particularly about the individualistic nature and the of this country, and its
Mhm.
work and consuming being
Mhm.
the main means of fulfillment, as
Mhm.
is sold to us by our culture. It kind of doesn't want us to have really solid friend groups
Mhm.
because you don't have to if you have really good friends, you shouldn't be working too hard. You should be hanging with your buds. If you have
Yeah.
really good friends, you don't need to buy a lot of stuff. You just need to
Yeah.
derp around with your friends.
Yes,
Like
because it
it's
literally
really
is the antidote.
inexpensive and it's really
Truly.
unproductive to have
Yes.
a
Yes.
wonderful group of friends, and
Yes.
capitalism does not like that.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
So I also
Mm-mm.
feel the same. I feel like I have a bunch of I have a bunch of really good individual friendships with a bunch of
Yep.
separate people,
Yep.
but I have also struggled to like, and I have groups that I am softly, you know, a part of to some extent, but I also don't feel like I have this ragtag ride or
Yes.
die,
Yeah. Found
like,
family, friend group,
found family.
like,
I do not have a
totally.
fellowship, like,
Right.
and I would
Me
love a
neither.
fellowship.
Oh, I'd love it.
Yeah.
Love it. We need to move
I
to
don't have
Portland and we
anyone
can start our
saying,
own.
like, throwing, like, "You have my bow and you have my sword and my axe."
Yes.
Like,
I'll
I
cry,
want
and that's a
that.
promise.
I
Oh,
want it.
gosh. Me too. And we all need it. We all deserve that. Oh, I really love that. No one's like I feel like I haven't talked about whether podcast or otherwise, I just haven't, like, I feel like talked about kind of that level of friendship and that through theme in Lord of the Rings, and I love that.
We need a group of buddies from
We
all different
do.
places. We need to
Yes,
make
and
friends with different types of people that
yes,
change our
diverse
view of the
friend
world. We need
groups.
diverse friend
Yes. Oh my gosh, period.
Lord of the Rings
An
is the
antidote.
OG, like,
I love
representation
that.
matters friend group.
Yes.
They literally have, like,
Yes.
every race.
Yeah, and they're all coming together,
They're all coming
and it's
together.
never called too woke. Can I just say
I
that? Anyways. Anyway,
and no one said
I love it.
DEI who this, DEI Yeah,
Oh,
no,
that's so funny. Oh, it's so true.
we
See?
need
It's not
fellowship.
so bad, guys. It's gonna be fine. Lord of the Rings said it was fine, and it all
Lord of the
worked out,
Rings
and we all love
said
Lord of the Rings,
Lord of the Rings said we could have cross-cultural friendships.
and it's gonna be fine, and the world's not gonna end. In fact, it's gonna get
Lord of the
better.
Rings said we could
So
have a polyplatonic, intimate,
I love it.
multicultural found family.
Incredible, and the world's better for it.
And the world
Incredible.
literally gets
Mhm.
saved by it.
Not only better, saved by it.
It saves the
To be
world.
clear. Oh, I love it. I
Yep.
love it. Anything else you wanna share about Lord of the Rings in general?
A million things, but
A
we could
million,
go
yeah.
on if you want.
It's up to you. Do you wanna keep going?
We can sure,
Number 2?
we could go on, we could go
Up to you.
on.
Okay, up to
Alright.
you.
Okay, I'm probably going to cry during this
Okay.
one,
Oh, I'm
and
excited.
probably going to sing as well, so if you get secondhand
Oh, I'm so excited.
cringe from
Esther's
those
very
vulnerable
talented. Like
displays,
I said, choir girl.
I did get a degree in music, so I do know
Yes.
some I know, like, 3 things at least.
A few.
But my next film is Fiddler on the Roof, which is
Ooh.
different than
That
Lord of
no,
the
it kind of
Rings,
is. Like,
which is a different vibe
and
entirely,
it's a real different vibe from Lord of the Rings, I'll say. I
but I
had
love it
not
so
okay,
much.
I
No,
can't
can you tell
remember if
me your
I
history with Fiddler on the Roof? What are
yes.
you bringing to Fiddler on
It
the
is very brief, I'll
Okay,
just say that.
okay.
I am pretty sure that I saw it as a kid, and, like, there were certain scenes that I really like, I know I remembered, but then certain things that I was like, "This is for sure the first time I'm seeing this." Like, and so I don't really
Was it
know
the
where
dream
my brain was.
sequence?
Yes. How'd you guess?
Guess the dream sequence.
That's exactly the one that
'Cause I'm obsessed with the dream sequence.
Oh, we'll get I wanna go into all of it. So,
Oh, I
like,
love
that's I
it.
guess
I
that's
love
kind
the
of
whole
where it ends is starts and ends with I don't know, and I also do know that even before I had seen it, I was obsessed with, the Matchmaker song, when I
Oh,
was a kid,
yeah.
and that's obviously the one I hyperfixated on. So, what's your history with it? Where'd you first come upon Fiddler?
Well, as previously mentioned in this episode, me and Emma were both raised Mormon,
Mhm.
and one of the most sacred elements of Mormon culture is we just, like, really freaking love a musical. We just
Course.
really,
Of
really love
course.
musicals. Mormon kids know the words to Rent, but they won't watch it because it's inappropriate.
'Cause AIDS.
'Cause AIDS and premarital sex.
And
And
everyone has that
gay people
yeah.
having premarital sex.
Yep.
But my
Yeah.
household had a couple musicals on heavy rotation.
Of course. Again, we all did. We all
We
did.
all
It just
did.
depended which ones. We all did.
We were a fan of the classic kind of golden era of the '60s,
Yes.
like,
Okay.
movie musicals, so
Yeah.
Sound of Music, very important,
Big
very
Sound of Music
important.
household over here. Yep. Mhm.
West Side Story, very important to
Mm.
my
Mhm.
family.
Mhm.
Oliver, very important.
Love it. Annie was a big one over here. Big Annie household.
We were not as into Annie, but Annie
That's
does
fair.
belong to that, and Annie
Of
is very
course.
important.
Yes. See, again, we it just depends on which one we all had.
And yeah, no, and, Fiddler on the Roof, I think, probably took the cake because it was a heavily family and religious-centric film, and so we were
Yes,
able to watch it on the Sabbath,
of
which,
course.
again, mini lesson on Mormonism. For
Mm.
those who are a little more orthodox, the Sunday is meant to be like a not very secular day in the
Yes,
Mormon
a
familial
different
household.
day.
Yeah,
Yep.
you're generally not supposed to work, generally not supposed to like consume the news or quote unquote worldly media. Your
Mhm.
activities, are generally meant to be a little calmer and a little more
Mhm. A
spiritual
day
and a
of
little more
rest.
family
Yes.
focused, and so Fiddler on
Yes.
the Roof was kind of maybe our, like, Spotify number 1 Sabbath
Yes.
film,
Okay, I love
probably.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I love that. I
Uh,
love that.
so Fiddler on the Roof, for those who have not seen
Yeah,
it,
little overview.
it is a Broadway musical turned film adaptation.
Mhm,
It is set in a fictional Russian village named Anatevka,
mm,
somewhere in Imperial Russia, right
mhm.
before the Communist Revolution. And it features a man named Tevye
Mhm.
and his Jewish Orthodox family and community, and focuses primarily on all the changes, his internal journey confronting so
Yeah.
much change happening within his own religion, within his family,
Mhm,
and within the country and culture at large.
mm,
So he has 3 older daughters that all get married throughout the film.
mhm.
The the younger generation of Jewish Orthodox, youth are kind of changing up some of the traditions
Mhm,
and traveling more and getting educated and bringing some more secular traditions into their community. And then, of course, this is, Tsarist Imperial Russia, and so
mhm,
pogroms are taking place, state-sanctioned mob violence is, running Jewish families and communities out of Eastern Europe. So,
mhm.
that is the backdrop of Fiddler on the Roof.
Yeah, and then there's some banger songs, obviously, thrown in there
And then
against all of
there
it.
I wouldn't I bet some people would find the music of Fiddler camp, but I can't. I'm blind to that. It is
Yeah, you're like, "I
only
can't possibly be subjective about this."
I
Like,
only find it the most deeply meaningful art.
okay,
Like,
no, I love that.
I
No, I
only
love
find it
that. Okay, let's
so
talk
deeply
about that.
meaningful.
Yeah, tell me what has meant so much to you about Fiddler.
Um, well, first off, my dad is Tevye, like, full stop.
I
Cyrus
love that.
Rodell, you've seen my father,
I
you've heard
do, I
him.
know your
He's
dad.
he's
Yep,
Tevye for
I
in
could
so
see that, I
many
really do.
ways. And then also, like, I have kind of been, there's Seidel, there's Hodel, there's Hava, these are the oldest daughters of Tevye. I have kind of been each of them
Mm,
at different points of my life.
yeah, okay.
I have been the oldest daughter. I have
Yeah.
gotten really into leftist
Yeah.
politics, like
Yeah.
HODL. I've fallen in love with left-wing boys. I have abandoned my family's religion that they love so much, like
Mhm.
Hava. Like, I
Yeah.
am like, this is an autobiographical film for me on
Mm,
so many
yeah.
levels. Yeah.
Oh, oh my gosh, that's so special. Okay. I think that I've kind of thought about that it with, like, when I think about, like, Little Women, I've, like, talked about this before, I've, like, seen kind of myself in, like, each of them. Like, I can't really pick one, like
Yeah.
oh, see, side note, this is just, like, why I love movies and art so much is, like, we see ourselves in these representations of characters that we love and that we learn so much from, and, oh, that's so special. Oh, that's so
Well, and that's kind of why I really love Fiddler on the Roof is because and this is kind of one of the main things that I've been thinking about with regards to
special.
talking
Mhm,
about this film is kind of how we discuss in Lord of the Rings, there's not much media depiction of healthy, healed, masculine, platonic love.
Yeah.
There's not very much healthy representation of what it means to be a religious person in a religious community.
Yeah.
There's I just haven't found very much art that really does it justice
Yeah.
the way I find Fiddler on the Roof really does it justice for me.
Okay, I love that. Will you talk a little bit more about that? If like anything that's too personal, you don't have to, but like will you talk about
Mm.
kind of, I don't know, your relationship to, I don't know, religion kind of past and present and like how
No,
Fiddlers
totally.
kind of connected that to you?
So I left the church and moved to Portland,
Mhm.
and there are a lot of people in Portland who move there because they have religious trauma. There's also a lot of people who are just non-religious, who are
Mhm.
atheists, who are secular, who were not raised in religious, devoutly, orthodoxly religious families.
Mhm.
And so I think the thing that's been really surprising as I try to explain people what it's like to leave Mormonism is
Mhm.
I didn't expect I'm surprised in the ways that they were dismissive of that
Hmm.
experience. Not in, like, dismissing me and my experience because this is blue-haired septum ring capital of the country, like, we
Of
do not
course.
invalidate each other's trauma here.
No,
We
with
only
anything.
validate each other's trauma in Portland. So that wasn't the
Yeah,
thing that got
not the problem.
dismissed.
Yeah.
What got dismissed was the validity of the my like religion in general.
Mm.
Like my always I would always be telling people and I would see the wheels kind of turning in their head trying to imagine how someone as educated and maybe intelligent and perceivably like articulate as Esther, someone as critically thinking as
Mhm.
Esther could have fallen prey to
Religion.
like, religion,
Yeah.
was she brainwashed? They would say like, "Oh, well, community is really important, it probably
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
fills a lot of needs for community." They're trying to think of
Yeah.
it through an anthropological lens,
Yeah.
and then when they say that, I'm just like, "Oh, you don't fucking get it." Like,
Yeah.
A,
Yeah.
like, your relationship to your religious community is so fraught. Like
Yeah.
no one has a peaceful relationship to their own religious community, first off,
Yeah. Yeah.
um, because it is a really complex community
Yeah.
in a religious setting.
Yeah.
I also was not like other Mormon girls. Like,
She's not like other girls.
I was progressive, I was
No, you were.
confrontational, I was
Yeah.
feminist.
Yeah.
So, no, like, people have a hard time believing that I actually really loved being Mormon,
Yeah.
that I
Yeah.
actually really I was Mormon on purpose for a
Yes.
really long time, and not in a go along with the flow because that's just how
Mhm.
I was raised sorta way. Like, I was a very critical,
Mhm.
intentional member of the church, and
Yeah.
I think anyone who had interactions with me could really feel that, like
Yeah. Knowing you, like, through those some of those years, yeah, I would for sure agree.
totally. And so I think what I love about Fiddler on the Roof is even the first opening song is called Tradition,
Mhm.
and Tevye uh kind of approaches this song from an apologist perspective. An
Mhm.
apologist, religious apologist is not apologizing for your faith, it's just justifying your faith to criticism.
Yeah.
So even Tevye says, like, "A fiddler on the roof sounds crazy, no?" Like, but here in
That's a
our
really
little
good tell.
town of Anatevka, you could say
Mhm.
every one of us is a fiddler on the roof, trying to scratch
Mhm.
out a pleasant, simple tune without breaking his neck. And so from the get-go, Tevye is saying, like, "I bet you think we're crazy.
Mhm.
Like, I bet you think this is weird and
Mhm.
arbitrary. I
Mhm.
bet you think this is I bet you think all of our little restrictions
Mhm.
that we live with
Mhm.
are unnecessary and oppressive. I bet you think that all of our rituals are kind of weird and pointless and even
Mhm.
dangerous."
Mhm.
Um, But then he goes on to say, like, you know, "Why do we stay up there? I can say that in one word, tradition."
Mhm.
And he even says a line like, Because of our traditions, like, each of us knows who he is and what God expects him to do." And
Yeah.
I think that people underestimate that religion is really about a really intense, relentless meaning making of one's
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Like, it's adding constant layers and layers of purpose and meaning
Yes.
to one's innocuous existence upon this
Yes.
earth, and that is really quite motivating and inspiring and
Mhm.
fulfilling. Like, it
Yeah.
really is to
Yeah.
be able to feel a pretty assured sense of purpose
Yeah.
and design to your existence. It's a really yummy
Yeah.
thing for a human to have.
Yeah. I also think it's fairly unique. It's not that it can't be found anywhere else, but I think in such intense ways and kind of in the methods that religion does that, it's hard to find it other places and
It's
to
really
kind of
hard to
find
find
those,
other
you know what I
places.
mean? Yeah.
I was going on a hike with a friend, and she mentioned how she had read a study about how there is pretty much nothing that will tie community together stronger than a shared sense of mysticism,
Mm.
than shared spirituality. It actually overrides socioeconomic class, it overrides race and ethnicity and cultural background,
Yeah.
like the ties of community within the context of a shared spiritual paradigm are the strongest, actually.
Wow. I
So
think that totally makes sense. Yeah.
no, I
Yeah.
mean, and so when people kind of look down on religion and religious individuals as
Yeah.
stupid, brainwashed,
Yeah.
ignorant,
Yeah.
sheltered, not
Yeah.
that those things aren't true, they're absolutely true, but like, then you must think that humanity is stupid, brainwashed,
Yeah. Yeah.
ignorant,
And
because
has been
it
and
has
over
been
because this
since
is
the
something
beginning of
that is
time.
beginning of time religion and the spirituality has always existed. Yeah.
Humans have
Totally.
actually almost only ever formed groups based on shared moral
Mhm.
spiritualism, actually. So, it trust me, Portland queer leftism is absolutely, in its own way, a bit of a religion for sure.
Mm.
We have our own
Mhm.
language and our own iconography
Mhm.
and our own set of, like, our own structure of morals and which is more important than
Sure.
others. That's why MAGA is so impenetrable because it in and of
Yeah.
itself is a shared mysticism, a
Yeah.
shared cult-like spirituality. Like, I really get irked when people try to take the the I get irked when people who are non-religious kind of don't view the religious life as a wholly valid way of existing as a
Yeah.
person. Like, it must
Yes.
only be through coercion and oppression that
Yes.
someone would ever be religious,
Yeah.
and, like, in The Fiddler on the Roof, like, Tevye a lot of the dialogue is Tevye talking to God in really casual language.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's joking with
Yeah.
God, he
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
sarcastic with God, he is angry at God, he
Yeah.
rolls his eyes with and at God.
Yeah.
Um, in If I Were a Rich Man, there's a line where, Tevye says, and I he's t in the song "If I Were a Rich Man," 'cause Tevye is a poor milkman in the film,
Mhm.
he's fantasizing about all the ways he would live his life differently and
Mhm.
extravagantly if he just
Mhm.
weren't so impoverished, and
Mhm.
the sweetest line in "If I Were a Rich Man" is, and I discuss the holy books with a learned man 7 hours every day, and that would be the sweetest thing of all." And he
Yeah.
means that, like, he actually
Yeah.
loves being Jewish so much, and
Yes. Yeah.
he's saying if he were rich, he's pleading with God to make him rich so that he can be a better member of his faith.
Yeah.
And, like, that's not insincere. People are really sincere about this shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, I just love Fiddler on the Roof, man. I feel so
Oh,
seen by it.
I love that. I love again, because I think nowadays it's, like, very pervasive. And again, not for nothing, again, we've talked about kind of there is, religion can do harm, and
Oh, and we
there's
see it in
all
the
of that.
film. Yeah.
To exactly, yeah, and and there's all of that, but I just think, like and so I think in media we see that more than anything lately, and I just think that it's far and few between, few few and far between, I always say that backwards. Few and far between movies and kind of media that acknowledges actually how, um, how motivating and how fulfilling and how, like, special religion can be and is to so many people, I don't know if you saw Wake Up Dead Man
I did not.
last year.
Mm-mm.
I thought that was such a good recent example of that, and it treated people of faith with such care and such, it never once treated them as stupid or, or people that were less than or that their lives were less meaningful or less fulfilling than people's, who kind of were outside of a religion or who had left or who had, risen above it, quote, unquote, whatever, and I just think that that is also I think that's important. I think that's important to see.
No, I agree. It's and trust me, like, the this is my plea for people to see religion as more valid and more complex and more robust in the worldview it gives people and the
Mhm.
level of the self-concept it gives people. It is not in
Totally.
any way to diminish the, like, real actual harm
Yeah.
that religion inflicts. Like, homegirl left Mormonism,
Yep.
okay? Like,
Yep. 2 things
I
can be true at the same
I'm
time. Let's
actually
just
ready completely, like, to confront the harm of religion, and I'm kind of
yes.
first in line for that, actually.
You're
Like, I
like,
am
"Don't worry, stay in line."
Exmo. I am Exmo, guys. So,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
um, and again, watching this now, spoilers, the his 3rd oldest daughter, Hava,
Mhm.
marries a Russian Orthodox man, which, again, if you weren't raised in a religion that dictates your marriage partner,
Yeah.
um, that can seem really cruel and
Yeah.
unnecessary the way Tevye
Yeah.
responds. He essentially
Mhm.
like, she is dead to him. He
It's really hard.
there's literally a song where he mourns her.
Yeah.
He mourns his daughter who is standing in front of him. It's
Yeah.
really hard to
It's really
watch as a
sad.
daughter
Yeah.
who has left, like,
Yeah.
it's really hard,
Yeah.
and she pleads with him and begs him to still just accept that she is his daughter,
Mhm.
and initially he does not, and initially he screams at her and leaves her I'm
Mhm.
gonna cry, like, leaves her
It's no, it's really hard to watch.
crying
Yeah.
in the mud,
Yeah.
and so, trust me, I don't think that's also why I appreciate this film. It doesn't shy away from the real damage and trauma
Mhm.
that
Mhm.
religion inflicts the people within
Mhm.
it, the people without it. The people of Anatevka are rushed out of uh, their village. Obviously, there was a lot of anti-Semitism with
Mhm.
the Russian Communist Revolution, but the anti-Semitism that they're experiencing is from Christians.
Mhm.
So, trust me, there's blood on the hands of
Mhm.
organized religion, and everyone knows and sees
Yes.
that. And
Yes.
so, I think because that because that damage is so apparent and is so often dismissed by religion
Mhm.
itself,
Yeah.
the Mormon Church is not good at admitting its harm. Like,
Yeah.
point
Yeah.
blank. Most religious organizations are not good at acknowledging their harm.
Yep.
Um, and so why I love The Fiddler on the Roof is that when people want to dehumanize what they view as the enemy, and if you
Yeah.
view religion, particularly traditional conservative religion,
Yeah.
as the enemy, you're gonna try to dehumanize it and devalue it as a really well thought out worldview that someone can exist their entire life adhering to, and that can provide a
Yeah.
lot of meaning.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
literally, like, one of the most tender songs, Sabbath Prayer, is
Yeah.
Tevye and Golda are singing, like, "May the Lord protect and defend you. May he always
Yeah.
shield you from shame." Like, you and I grew up in homes where daily our parents all sat us down and in really loving language spoke out good intentions for us.
Mhm.
And I don't think a lot of secular
Yeah.
families had that ritual, but that's
Yeah.
a pretty beautiful ritual to hear.
Yeah.
Every day, we're gonna sit down, we're gonna quiet ourselves, we're gonna become meditative, and we're gonna
Yes.
think about all the good things we want for each other, and then we're gonna say
Yeah.
it out loud so everyone can hear it. Like,
Yeah, what like, honestly, kind of what what a beautiful concept prayer is
it's
truly,
so
like, speaking with
beautiful.
the best things that you want, like, for yourself, but also for others, especially for others, like, yeah. Oh, I couldn't agree more. I think that's such a beautiful view of it.
No, prayer is very loving kindness meditation. Like, it's very,
Yeah.
like, it's asking yourself to be your most benevolent, and it's
Yeah.
asking you to share your benevolence with others and to hope
Yeah.
good things for other people as a daily practice, and it's
Which we could
great,
kind of all benefit from that,
which
whether you're
everyone
religious or
could
not, which
benefit
like,
from.
however you take that in as a practice, I think we really could all benefit from that, so
Yeah, dude.
I love that. Oh, I
What
love
are
that.
Do you have any thoughts, Emma? Because we are both people that religion has been integral
Yeah.
to our
Yeah,
lives
and very interesting and, like, I just
and
literally
complicated.
everything you said and complicated, yeah, I literally everything you said is just, like, I I'm just it's just so interesting. I'm like, "Where do I even begin?" I just love I just a lot of what you said of I love movies where it just talks about 2 things being true at the same time,
Mhm.
because I have found so much comfort in that and so much, like, I think truth and, like, peace in that, both in my faith and spiritual journey and outside of that, and yeah, I think that this was such a good illustration of that, that I find a lot of peace in, like, the acknowledgement of that because I just don't do well in, like, kind of a black and white sense of the world, and certainly some things are, um, but there's also so much nuance that doesn't get talked about often in the world, and I think, again, in today's world, a lot of with, like, intense politics and intense, like, things, it's only one thing or another, and I just find so much peace and, um, I just find so much peace in, like, the gray, I guess, and I think this was such a good visual representation of, like, those feelings that I have in like, so many areas and aspects of my life. So, I love that.
No, I th
Thank you for, like, letting me feel that through Fiddler because I would who knows when I would have watched it next? Like,
No,
I don't know, you know?
I love one thing because again, I think a lot of non-religious people will kind of imagine that in order to continue to be a religious person, there must be a lot of, uh, compartmentalization
Yes.
and that a person must experience, and, like, that's definitely true. There must be
Yeah.
a lot of, disassociation in order to be
Yeah.
part of something like that. What they don't see and what Fiddler does a really good job of is actually Tevye, who I swear is a Libra, is constantly, like on the other hand, like,
Yeah.
our traditions were once new. on the
Yeah.
other hand, like,
Yes.
he's
Again,
doing
the acknowledgement. It's
so
like,
much
it feels so
deliberating
good.
about
Yes.
how does reality interact with my faith, and how do
Yeah.
I apply my faith to reality, and how do I feel about this?
Yeah.
How do I grapple with both?
Mhm.
And I think people, very intentional people of faith
Mhm.
are actively asking themselves what they think about something morally,
Yeah.
and they are constantly pondering, uh, 2 things they are grappling with, and I don't
Yes.
know if secular folks know just how much deliberation it takes to be a person of faith. You are constantly
Yes.
weighing
Oh, yeah.
different beliefs against each other and asking
Yeah.
yourself which is more true, which matters more, which is
Yes.
true in every situation,
Yes.
which is true only in certain situations,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I think
and
that's so smart. Oh, because as you're saying that, I can, like, think of all these things that I have done that too, and, like, literally throughout my whole life, even, like, I don't know, even so young, I feel like that comes when you're so young and, like, younger than I think you would expect or that might come for other people that are outside of organized religion is the real deep thinkers, like, real, like, I feel like, I don't know, introspective, like, kind of yeah, like, deep thinkers of morality and, like, what matters more or less or, like and how to be I don't know, and just how to be good and to be better and to be I don't know, just considering of what matters the most. I think that's a really good point because oh boy, did I do that and do, like, and
no, there's a
it's always
constant
gonna be a
battle
part of
within
me.
oneself
Yes.
to be a to there's
Yeah.
a constant inner monologue where you're
Yeah.
questioning everything as a person of faith, and again, this isn't to say that secular, non-religious people don't do that. Obviously,
Yeah.
like, in many
It's not
ways,
exclusive. Yeah.
non-religious people are coming to much better moral conclusions because they have
Yeah.
less constraints to, like, butt
Sure.
up against, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Um, but I will say that a very devout religious person is interacting with moralistic text, and they're going to
Yeah.
church, and they're hearing moral epithets being told to them, and
Yeah.
doing that so repeatedly, so frequently having to ask yourself what you believe and how you feel
Yeah.
about something
Yes.
is, I would say, in many sometimes a more rigorous exercise for the person who engages in a pretty dogmatic spirituality because you're constantly
Yeah.
being confronted with, like, pretty stark statements of belief, and you
Yeah.
have to and it's gonna trigger something, or it's gonna resonate, or it's not gonna
Yep.
resonate, and then you have to go home, and the entire week you're thinking
Yep.
about what was said at church, and if
And you
it
have to
bugs
decide what to
you,
do.
and if
Yep.
yeah,
Yep. Yeah.
which
Gosh, that's so true.
in some ways, I will say as an exmo, is unnecessary. There are plenty of
Sure.
moral, again, the battle Tevye has within himself of, like, "Well, do I just accept my daughter's choice of marriage partner, or do I act
Yeah.
like she's dead because of my
Yeah.
religion?"
Yeah,
Like,
it's like, perhaps we didn't need to go
we
that
actually
far,
don't
like, it's
need
like
that internal battle at all,
yeah.
um,
Yeah.
but it's still a real
Yeah.
battle that
Yeah.
it's still real,
Totally.
so,
Totally.
yeah.
Yeah. Gosh, that's so true. I feel like I've never gosh, that's something I've always felt, and I don't know if I've ever heard that heard it vocalized or, like, kind of acknowledged in that sense. Because wow, yeah. That
Fiddler,
is so
dude,
true.
Fiddler on the
Yeah, Fiddler.
Roof. Fiddler.
Man.
Also
And
also, traditional Jewish music is just good. It's
yeah,
just
it's just good. Oh my gosh, the wedding scene, like, the
it goes
dancing, the
so
wedding,
hard. The
it's so good.
scale that is used
Yeah.
in Jewish music is so, like, mournful and melodic. It's
Yeah.
so good, like, I just love Fiddle on the
Ugh,
Roof, man. I love
I
it.
love it. Oh, no, I loved again, I loved, like, being able to watch it, and I don't know if I would've had, like obviously, my I think my experiences in, like, watching it and thoughts I would've had would've been so different had I, really remembered it earlier, like, again, I thought I saw it as a kid, but, like, I don't know, maybe I didn't, and I don't know, so it's just yeah, thank you for, like, sharing that with me and, like I just am thinking now I'm, like, getting all introspective about, like, mine, like, you know?
Oh, no, I did it
So
again.
I know, I love it. It's good, and I just again, I love the acknowledgement of all of that. I love 2 things being true at the same time. I love grayness, I love nuance, and I love, um yeah, I just love all of that. So, anything else you wanna share about Fiddler on the Roof?
Nah, man, if you haven't seen it, go watch it.
Go watch.
Go
Yeah.
watch it,
Go
listen to
watch.
music.
Mhm.
And if you think the dream sequence is weird, it's 'cause superstition is weird, but
Yeah.
religions are really superstitious, so we just have to make peace with it.
Yep, and you have to have a dream sequence about it, and, like,
You
again,
religion is kind
has
of
to be acknowledged.
spooky, actually. We have to acknowledge that religion is spooky. Like,
So, like, obviously, they're gonna have dancing zombies in it, like, and
they're
I'm
gonna
not
have dance
joking.
Oh, it's my favorite scene. One of my favorite I
Oh,
love every second of that film,
yes,
but
of course.
Fruma
No,
the
it's
girl that
great.
plays Fruma Sarah, like,
It was funny, like, it
she's
was
such a I know, it's,
yeah.
like, creepy and funny.
It's creepy, it's funny, it's like it's just it was great. And that's another thing that, like, every so many of those old musicals that we were, like, obsessed with as kids, weird dream sequence. Usually a
There's
ballet
so many
dream
weird dream
sequence, like,
sequences.
Singing in the Rain, Oklahoma,
Yes.
this one, like, they're just why they were always there, and, like, I love them. I love every minute.
Yeah,
You
I
had to
don't
have it.
Yeah, I can speak to oh, man, we're gonna talk about this when we get to The Revenant because I've been reading a lot about dream psychology lately, and so I actually just,
Ooh.
like
I love dreams, so this is gonna be really
I
fun.
just really care about
Okay.
dreams,
Yes.
and
No, I do
so,
too.
like,
I do too.
admitting, like, having dream sequences is and also, like, dreams are really important in religion. Ugh, we could go
Yeah.
on forever,
No, we could go
particularly Judeo like, honestly,
yeah.
every religion has, like, visions and dreams and
Yes. Yeah.
premonitions, like, I
Totally.
just I love it.
Oh, it's all a part of it. Okay. Oh, I love it. Yeah.
Yes.
Love Fiddler. Number 3. Shall
Number
we
3
talk about
is
number 3?
Ex Machina, which is different from Fiddler and Lord of the
Real different.
Rings. Yep.
Real different from Lord of the Rings, real different from Fiddler. 60-second synopsis? Go
60
ahead.
second synopsis. It is a sci-fi film set in the
Mhm.
not so distant future
Yeah.
where a junior programmer named Caleb, who's played by Donald Gleason, and
Yep.
Donald Gleason is my like besides 1990s Brad Pitt, I think Donald
Of
Gleason is the
course.
most attractive man on the
Oh,
planet.
he's so cute, so handsome.
I'm
I love
so
him.
attracted to him. I love him in About Time. I
Yep.
love him in Ex Machina. I love him in The
Yeah.
Revenant. I
I
love
was gonna
him
say,
in
he's
Anna
into
Karenina.
yes.
I
I
I wanna
love
marry
it.
him. I wanna marry Donald
I
Gleason.
love
I also love Irish boys, but that's another thing entirely.
I mean, who doesn't?
They're so good.
Yeah.
And Oscar Isaac is also
Bitch. He
he's
is
so good.
he's so yummy. Oh,
We're so
he's
blessed
yeah.
to live in the same timeline as Oscar Isaac. I
I
mean
think
that
about
with
that all
my
the time.
full chest. I mean
I
that
think
with
about that all the time. I
I
mean,
think
this is
he's a gift to this world. Like
real real quick departure from the synopsis, but there's
yeah.
and I know people feel their how they feel about, Rise of Skywalker. I know people feel very intensely about that Star Wars. I totally get it. I'm not feel however you want. This is not the time for that. But the part that any movie where Poe Dameron, played by Oscar Isaac, says, "Can I kiss you?" to Carrie Russell, it's fine by me. Fine by me. I
What?
can't, like
Uh,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
men take
So, that's all
notes.
I have. Yes,
Men take notes.
that's all I have to say.
Be as
Man.
sensitive and emotive and rooted in complexity as Oscar Isaac. Be
Yep.
as
He's so
aware of
great.
the human condition
Yeah.
as Oscar Isaac is. Anyway,
Yes. Anyways,
so
back to the
Donald
60-second synopsis.
Gleason, the little
Yeah.
cutie, he
Mhm.
is a junior programmer at a company called Blue Book, which is a fake search engine
Yeah.
company. He wins some sort of intra-company, like, sweepstakes or lottery
Yeah.
prize wherein he gets to spend a week on the private island of the CEO of his company, Nathan Bateman,
Mhm.
and which is already just a weird, like, premise,
Yep.
but, like, weird as fuck for that to be the prize that you win, but I think an accurate portrayal of how, like, the tech CEO has kind of become, like, a postmodern celebrity, like,
Oh,
rock
yeah.
star, like,
Yeah.
'cause I remember we having sweepstakes where you get to, like, hang out with the
Win a
Jonas
cruise
Brothers
with, like, the Sprouse
backstage.
twins. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, hang out with Cole and Dawn Sprouse on the Disney cruise.
It was a real one, I swear.
No, that really happened. We didn't all
Ever.
that all happened,
Why
we
did
didn't
we like,
imagine
what
that.
was going on? It was the Danimals one.
The Danimals the
Such a
Danimals
strange timeline that we live
Dylan
in.
Cole and Sprouse sweepstake.
It's all
Anyway,
coming back, isn't it?
it's all
It's
coming back. So anyway,
anyways, yeah.
he goes to the
He
remote
wins.
island,
Mhm.
he meets the CEO, again, I really think this is Oscar Isaac's best work, I really do. Like, I've seen a
I
lot of
wouldn't
his
argue with
films.
that.
I think I've seen Ex Machina so many times, and every time I watch it, like, I have on, kind of a clock, I have a moment where I wake up and I'm like, "Oh, yeah, that's Oscar Isaac." Like, I
Yeah.
forget
Yeah.
who
He's
I
so
never
good.
forget that it's Donald Gleason, I always forget that,
It's
"Oh, that's
Oscar.
Oscar Isaac,"
Yeah.
because the way he plays Nathan is just so
Oh, good.
I think
It's
it's
chilling.
perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so he, like I mean, do you wanna talk about, like, Ava at all?
Oh, yeah, no, there's okay, you're right. We're leaving out
I was like,
the literal
an
main part.
important part.
I'm just
The titular
so
role,
preoccupied the dynamic between Caleb and Nathan. But,
of course, which is very interesting.
the reason while Caleb is at the remote island with the CEO of Blue Book, Nathan reveals to him that he has brought him there so that he can test his newest model of a humanoid AI
Mhm.
called Ava,
Mhm.
and that they're going to be engaging in something called the Turing test, which
Mhm.
is that the way to tell if something is which is an outdated test,
Mhm.
but is the way to test if something's truly AI is if the human interacting with the computer forgets they're interacting with a computer and
Yeah.
thinks they're interacting with something that has intelligence, something that has
Mhm.
consciousness.
Mhm.
And Ava is played by Alicia Vikander,
Mhm.
and so it's just
Beautiful girl.
it's a perfect cast,
Perfect
actually.
cast. Yep.
It's really
Yep. Oh, I
good.
couldn't have said it better myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
I I've seen this movie several times.
Mhm.
I have not seen it in several years though until I don't know, a few days ago when I rewatched it. Um, and I wouldn't call it like traditionally a horror movie. I think it's kind of it's a thriller, but like it
No, it's a
is
horror
horrific
movie.
in theme. Thank you. Okay. It's
No, it's
not
a horror
horror in
movie
like
for
the sense of
sure.
like violence and like kind of jump scares that sense of it, but in theme in every way it is a horror movie. And that being also said, is it just I'm sure we'll get into like kind of all sides of this, but like I was scared of it um for this viewing for way different reasons than I have been every other viewing before this, which was very interesting. Like, I don't know, I think we'll get into that, but I wanna hear, like, why kind of like, why it's one of your favorites because it's, like,
I
it's distressing.
I don't know.
You
I
chose a couple
mean,
very I don't know, some of your movies are very distressing to be favorites, you know?
I'm an
Like,
intense girl. I'm an intense
yeah.
girl. I am battling demons always.
Yes,
I'm
always.
I'm just a girl with her demons. But no, so no, you're so right. I think men will call this a sci-fi psychological thriller. I think women know it's
Women
horror.
it's a horror movie. It's a horror movie, straight
I
up.
think women
Okay,
know that
thank
it's
you.
horror.
Yes, thank
Um
you.
it's actually one of the most I've watched it before and I've always thought, it's very existential. There's that
Totally.
scene where
Yes.
Caleb doesn't know if he is real, wonders if
Right.
he is,
Right.
like, an intelligence, like, in this
Right.
he
What does it mean
maybe
to be a person?
he
All of this, like
maybe, like, rips
yeah.
open his skin to check if he
Yeah.
bleeds, and, like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
we don't
Yeah.
know if that actually, I think it happens because Nathan says he sees it on
Yes.
the but how would he survive anyway? But that's a very, like, dream, like, limbo scene for sure.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
very it is intentionally a what is even real scene.
Yes. Yep.
Um, but I think so I've always been very intrigued by the existential nature of the film because
Yes.
I like
Yeah.
the you know, what is consciousness? How does
It's a
morality
very
play in
interesting yes.
how does
Very
morality
interesting
play into
conversation.
consciousness?
Yeah.
Does Ava have consciousness? Does her having consciousness means she has morals?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah, yeah,
love
yeah,
those
yeah, yeah.
questions. I love
Yeah.
those questions.
Yep.
But this viewing, living in the age of AI and
Thank you.
seeing
Yeah.
a film made only a decade ago
Yeah.
try to predict what interacting with AI would be like. It's interesting how it's interesting what it gets right. It's interesting
Mhm.
what it gets
Mhm.
wrong.
Mhm.
What is so crazy, the art she makes is so
Mhm.
AI art coded.
Yeah. There's one part where she, like, draws a picture and, like yeah. Oh,
The, like,
yeah. Oh,
weird how
yeah.
it's just like it reminds me
It's
of
weird.
when the beginnings of AI generative
Yes.
art. It reminds me
Yes.
of, like, a couple
Yeah.
years ago when you
Yeah.
would ask AI to make a tree and she makes,
Yeah.
like
And you
it's
could
just a bunch
tell.
of,
Yeah.
like, things pieced together in the general shape
Yeah.
of a tree, like, that's the
Yes.
art she makes is AI
Totally.
art, and that's
Yes.
wild.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
it's also interesting that they kind of trigger to the audience, like, "Oh, she's a robot," because she talks with a very, like, cool, steely
Mm,
tone, you know? It's still
mhm.
very
Her cadence is pretty
objective,
cold.
her
Yeah.
cadence is very cold. It was so funny to me thinking about, like, if this was ChatGPT,
Ugh.
she would be like, "No, totally." Like, she'd be like, "No, totally. I think you're completely right. Nathan is not to be trusted." She would, like, feed
And
him,
that's
like
valid. And I'm like,
she would
like, oh, yeah, I think you're so right.
she would be like, "Anyway, ask me any other get to know you questions. If you want, I can give you a list
Mm.
of potential get to know you questions. Would you
Just
like
let
them
me
to be
know.
more light? Just let me know. Do you want them to be lighthearted and quirky, or do you want them to be more direct and of revealing?" Like,
That was so
we
accurate.
live in
Makes me sick.
hell! We live in hell!
No, I'm so okay, I'm so glad you brought that up because that's, like again, that's what I was saying of, like, okay, it's scary for me for all different reasons.
So
There's a
scary.
whole there's a it's again, women know this is a horror movie of,
Yes.
like, okay, the creation and usage of femininity and, like, the whole being trapped like, that whole thing is very much there, but it wasn't gone, but additionally now living with, again, ChatGPT and where, like, people are forming intense, like, close emotional relationships with
No,
their,
people
like, AI
are falling in love with
girlfriend.
AI.
Like, it's
Yep.
like I was
People
like,
are
"Oh, this
having
is
AI
the
girlfriends.
scariest movie I've ever seen."
It's the
And
scariest movie. It's so
I
haunting to watch now.
I was so scared of it, and I just, like, really wasn't expecting that, and
It
I
was so scary.
spo s let's just spoil it. So,
Yeah.
you find out kind of Ava has been, like, manipulating both of them the whole time,
That Ava
and
doesn't give a fuck about humans. Like,
no, 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 and, like, again, years ago, feminism, rooting for Ava, I'm like, "Yes, oh my gosh, girl, like, good for her," you know, like,
yeah,
I'm like, "Get 'em,"
yeah.
and then now, I'm like, I can't, ugh, and I'm not saying Nathan's innocent, certainly, but I'm so scared of AI and, like, this, like, what's happening, but it almost had me siding with, like, this tech billionaire, and,
No,
like
Ava is so scary because she knows she knows about morality, and she knows about
Yes.
emotions. We don't know
And
if she possesses
yes.
them, but she knows
No.
humans have them,
Yep.
and she
And she
uses
knows how to
that
manipulate them,
against
like
them.
it's and we're just so close to we are there,
And
my
we're
friend.
there. No, we're
We're
there. We're
we're there.
there.
And so, yeah, I just this was such a distressing
It's the
watch.
scariest thing on the planet. I almost didn't wanna talk about it because it was so
Yup.
distressing to watch this time
Yeah,
around.
and it doesn't end happy in that perspective,
No.
in that lens. She traps them both in the house, leaves on a helicopter that was coming for to get Caleb, to pick him up and take him back home. Like,
She leaves them to die. She leaves Caleb to die.
she traps him. Oh, it's so scary. Oh my gosh.
She traps Caleb, leaves him to die,
Yeah.
never
Does
cared.
not look back, not never cared, and you also, again, you kind of are, like, starting to, like, root for Ava and Caleb almost, like, Caleb has this whole plan to, like, get her out, and they're gonna go be
Mhm.
together, and, like, and it's like, you're like, "Yeah," and, like, Nathan's the one that's getting in the way, and then, like but no, it's just, oh my gosh, I just couldn't believe, like, what a different lens I felt like I felt this movie through this viewing, and it was just so intense.
Yeah, no, I think the only, because again, Nathan, I find Nathan to be one of the most despicable,
Oh,
like, villains of
100%.
all time. I find him to be
Yes.
repulsive in every single way.
Yes.
I think that, again, the way this movie predicted the anatomy and profile of the AI tech CEO overlord is kind of
Yes.
insane to me. Like, Nathan Bateman he is first and foremost, he's a narcissistic manipulator.
Yeah, he's the
He is
grossest.
He's obsessed with mastering the performance
Mhm,
of masculinity. He
mhm.
is weightlifting. He literally, like, he has the Andrew Tate, like, shaved head beard thing going
Yes,
on.
yes.
He When Caleb first meets him, he's punching a bag.
Yeah.
Um, he is strung out. He's an
Yep,
addict. He
yep,
has a god
yep,
complex. He's
yep,
obsessed with legacy and
yep,
immortality,
yep.
and he's a misogynistic racist, and
Yeah.
he wants to view he w you literally, like, he has all this sure, maybe he has all this genius,
Mhm,
maybe,
mhm.
but he literally uses for all the, technological intelligence he has, his ultimate means of creating artificial intelligence is so that he can have sex slaves. And,
And
like,
you oh, and when you find that out, it is the grossest. There's a scene when you kind of like that's revealed, and it's the grossest,
it's
like,
and
it's
it's women of color
Yep,
that he has
yep.
made sex slaves, particularly.
Mhm. Asian women
Um
particularly, like,
Black
it's
women, he
Black women,
commits
it's
intense
so
violence against the body of a
awful.
black, like,
Yep, it's
feminoid
horrific.
AI. It's horrific, and we know, like, Elon Musk is obsessed with, like, having lots of children and having lots of birth
Yeah.
mothers.
Yeah.
Like, the ChatGPT CEO has a lot of really icky allegations against him about his predatory nature
Yes.
against his own sister.
Yeah.
So we know for a f we Grok is out here taking clothes off. We know
Yeah.
that the ends and means of this technology was actually the violence perpetrate violence against women.
Against women. Yep.
And so seeing a movie that kind of clocks that immediately
Yep.
is horrifying to see that, like, this actually will all end in
Mhm.
violence against women. That is the end goal of it. It's not the advance of humanity. It's not
Mhm.
expanding our technological horizons. It's getting
Mhm.
better at oppressing, like, a class. There aren't any human women in this film, but he
At all.
chooses to
Yeah.
make representations of female bodies for him to own and dominate and abuse.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's so scary, I hate it. It's so
Yep.
scary. And even my
Yeah.
hot take is that Caleb is also not necessarily a good guy. My
No. Oh, yeah. No,
my
I
hot
don't even think
take
that's a hot take.
is that
Yeah.
he is the pernicious nice guy, because the reason he is vulnerable is because, like, she is based off of his porn searches, first of all.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
she is
Yep.
still a fantasy to him. She is
Yep.
still his projection of feminine fantasy. Yeah, sure,
Yep.
she's like the cute, twee, pixie cut Brooklyn girl.
Yep.
That's still his fantasy and preference
Mhm.
for how he envisions a woman object in his life.
Mhm.
She is trapped. She's
Mhm.
literally in a cage, and he
Mhm.
still believes that she has some sort of choice in forming an attachment to him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
she's a prisoner, and he's still
That's
just like, "We love
at one
each
point,
other."
Nathan says that. He's like, "Are you surprised that, like, she likes you?" And I'm like
No,
it's
exactly,
like, "Yep,
Nathan's like, "You're the
actually."
first dude she's met."
Yes. Like, why
And
wouldn't
so
she? Like
it fulfills his pathetic little, like, lonely boy fantasy because
yeah.
he's like,
Yeah.
"Well, I can't get a real girl, but, like, this
Yeah.
girl's literally in a cage, and I'm the
Yeah.
first dude she's ever met, so of course she likes me."
So, of
Because
course,
that's what
it's
I
true love.
like, Born Pretty Yesterday is a feminist film
Mm.
trope,
Yeah.
and it's just a lot of in sci-fi, we'll frequently see this, it's in The Fifth Element. We'll
Mhm.
frequently
Mhm.
see very infantilized women characters
Mhm.
kind of being put in this position where, of course, like, they either suffer memory loss or they're a robot and they just
Mhm.
got, like, or they're
Mhm.
from another planet, like,
Mhm.
and there's a reason why this is the first dude she's interacted with, and so she kind of
Yeah.
has to, like, form some attachment to him.
Yeah.
It's all icky, I hate it, I love this movie.
Yeah. It's there you go.
It's
Like,
so good, it's so disgusting.
I just, like again, some people choose favorite movies because it's like, oh, they're comfort movies, and, like, some people, choose them because they were their childhood favorites, and,
Yeah.
like, no, Esther's like, "Yeah, no, I just it's, like, exactly what's happening right now, and, like, it's horrifying, and that's why it's my favorite."
I will say, like, I do think realism and not literalism.
Yeah.
Literalism is not a value for me, but realism is. So something that
Yes.
is portraying truth, what I
Yes.
feel is something true, I
Yeah.
do really value. I was raised Mormon, like,
Yes, truth.
truth is a major
Yes.
value for me, and so,
Yeah.
like, I
I
love Ex
like
Machina
that.
because I just think it's actually true.
It's literally
Like,
true.
I think it's
I
true
think that's I mean, that was my next question of, like, okay, then, yeah, what makes this your favorite? Because it's true, like,
because it's true,
period.
because it's yeah,
Because
because
it's
it's
true.
accurate, because
Mhm.
it
It's literally true.
it clocks it.
It does.
So
Yeah, yeah, so, thank you for
and
making me watch it even though it was horrifying.
it's so horrifying. I know, this was the scariest watch for me. I've
Yeah.
seen it so many
Oh, yeah.
times. I just loved it because it was like, when it wasn't so real, it was a really
Mhm.
great thought experiment. It was really like,
Totally,
"Well,
again,
what
the
if?"
existential, like,
Yeah, like,
totally.
what about what would AI do to our society, like, what would
Yeah.
interacting with AI be like? But now that I know, I'm just like,
You're like, "Oh, it's horrific."
it's
It's
literally
bleak. It's
it's
bleak,
not even
people.
cool.
No,
It's not
no.
even cool. Ava's
Ugh.
cool. It's AI's not even cool.
No, it's awful.
No, and, like,
Yeah.
yeah, no,
Uh,
Nathan Bateman, I could go on about
yeah.
just how I think he's I think he's, like, the perfect villain of patriarchy, like, techno-patriarchy, and I think
No, I think
techno-patriarchy
it's, like, the
is the
face of
villain
it.
of our age.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
amongst other things, but
Yeah, everyone go watch it and truly stop using ChatGPT.
stop using
Stop
ChatGPT,
it.
stop using
Stop it.
generative AI. If you catch your coworker using it,
Call them out.
gently call them out and
Yeah.
say, we're not gonna have water in 2 years, right?"
Mhm.
And then
Mhm.
also say,
Mhm.
"You know that, like, you know that predators love AI, right?" Like,
Yeah.
just give them the ick that they need
Yeah.
to have, like,
It'll come for all of us. I really do believe that.
no, and the
As we
CEOs also readily admit that, like,
Mhm.
they're like, "Oh, yes, like, AI will probably destroy the world." Shrug. I don't feel morally responsible. I have a weird god
Yeah.
complex where, like
Yeah.
I, because
So
even, like, bringing about, like, which Nathan also has a god complex. Even, like,
Yeah.
bringing about Armageddon is a thing that God does,
Yeah.
right? And so, like,
Yeah.
these CEOs, these tech overlords have god complexes, and in a weird way, I think they get their sick kicks knowing that they could bring about the end of the world. Like, they have that much power,
Yeah. No, I think you're right. Oh,
and
it's
I
so
hate
icky.
them.
It's so
I hate all of
scary.
them.
Yeah.
So, you know what? Maybe
It's
go off, Ava.
it's
Maybe
true.
maybe maybe go off. Maybe
Maybe
we
he
don't
deserves.
deserve maybe
Yeah.
maybe the Nathan
Go watch.
Batemans
Oh,
like
walked right. Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. Anything else you want to say about that? Do you wanna
Nah,
number 4?
just go
It's so
s
scary. It's okay.
burn some rosemary, sage out your home
Yeah.
once you watch it. It's real bad vibes.
Yeah, watch something happy after. Choose something
Watch
happy,
Lord of the
so
Rings because it gives you hope.
yeah! You got both sides of the coin. It's
I'm
perfect.
all about hope too. Trust me, I love hope core.
Yes, you do.
And
I love it.
also, The Revenant is also, I think, a very triumphant film as well.
I was just gonna say that. Number 4,
Number
The
4, The
Revenant.
Revenant.
Ugh,
Oof. Okay,
60-second synopsis?
yeah, so The Revenant is here, just a sec. Let me, because I like Revenant synopsis. I like ran out of notes. So it's essentially a film based on a true story, based on a real
Yeah.
person and a real
Yep.
event.
Yep.
Um, this is like the beginning of the 19th century, so like 1820s.
Mhm.
Um, the middle of the fur trade, a
Mhm.
lot of, Spain and France and Dutch, like, a lot of Europeans were coming to America to exploit the natural resources of
Mhm.
the indigenous
Mhm.
peoples and make money
Mhm.
off of, different furs and pelts
Mhm.
in North America.
Mhm.
And so frontiersman Hugh Glass, played
Mhm.
by Lenny DeCap,
Yup.
is part of this crew that is, this company that's going out and collecting fur, and he ends up in a life-threatening bear attack
Mhm.
and is left for dead
Mhm.
by his crew, and there's all types of conflict in that moment as well. It is not just
Yep.
clean cut. There are a lot of
Mhm.
forces that result in that.
Mhm.
And then um and also witnesses the murder of his son, who
Oh,
is half
gosh.
Native American,
Mhm.
and, like, left for dead and having just witnessed the murder of his son,
Mhm.
he summons all the faculties of his human spiritual existence
Yeah.
and not only survives, but comes back to enact vengeance and
Mhm.
revenge upon the man who left him for dead and killed his
Mhm.
son,
Mhm.
played by Tom Hardy,
Tom Hardy. Yep.
who I who I also forget
Yeah.
is Tom Hardy in this film
Yeah.
because he plays this
Oh,
guy
oh, yeah.
so good.
He's so scary in this movie.
He's so no, okay, this also might be one of my he's maybe one of my favorite antagonists because, Nathan Bateman kind of is just like the tech overlord, like, he just kind of
Yeah, yeah,
is the
yeah.
profile of the tech
Yes.
overlord, but I think, and the guy who plays Tom Hardy, his character's name in the film is
Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald.
Yep.
He I feel like we have all been in situations where we're, like, maybe at a bus or a gas station, maybe we're at the airport. We've all been in situations, maybe at a restaurant or a bar, where
Mhm.
there's a clearly erratic man
Mhm.
who is, like, looks real rough
Mhm.
and is, like, just kind of has this, like, combative energy about him.
Yes.
We've
Yeah.
all had to share a space with that type of
Mhm.
man where
Mhm.
everyone has to, like, kind of be on guard around this
Yeah.
dude because he is so, like,
Unpredictable,
there's this
like, yes, you
unpredictable
don't.
aggression
Yes, yes, yes.
about
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
tell you can tell he's, like, not really all right in the head,
Yes.
Like,
And you don't really
just
know what's going on but it's kinda scary,
you're
and,
just
like
you're just like, "I just need to, like, play it cool and
yeah, not make any sudden
get
movements.
away from that
Yeah.
guy,
Yes.
'cause
Yes.
that dude is he's gonna, like, start a fight, he's gonna like,
Yeah.
we've all
Yeah.
been and some of us, some people, like, that's their dad, but, like, all of us have been in a situation where,
Yeah.
like, there's a dude like that, and
Yeah.
Fitzgerald plays
He's
that
that. That is, like,
archetype
perfectly
so well, where you're literally just like, you don't
yeah.
know he hasn't even really done anything evil
Mhm. But
until,
there's
like
just, like, a vibe.
yeah,
There's
there's
this
just the
vibe that you
vibe
feel
is
about
already
him.
so bad.
Yes.
'Cause,
Yes.
if you just read the script of what Fitzgerald says,
Uh-huh.
in the beginning, he's gruff, he's
Yeah.
crass, he's
Yeah.
racist,
Yeah.
and I don't say that lightly,
Right.
but he's obviously just kind of there for the money. He's kind of
Right.
just doesn't give a shit. He just, like, wants to get his pelts, make his bag, and
Mhm.
go get the
Mhm.
fuck home to Texas.
Yeah. Yes.
Um, and so, like, on paper, like there's, like, besides the inherent racism, there's
Mhm.
nothing necessarily bad about those things,
Mhm.
but
He's just rough around the edges, like,
he's
it's
just
just
you would
yeah.
think he's just rough around but you can
Oh
tell
my gosh, there's
from
so
the
much more.
second he speaks
Yes.
that he's the grossest dude.
Gross dude. Yeah,
He's
yeah.
so bad to the
Yeah.
bone, and, like, I
He
just love
is.
that Tom Hardy.
Oh, he's really good at portraying that, it's
You're just
crazy.
so uncomfortable by his character makes you so
Yes.
uncomfortable, like
Yeah, uncomfortable and, like, scared and, like
and
yeah.
you're just like, "That
Oh.
guy is stay
Yeah.
away, he's such bad news."
Yes,
I don't
stay
even
away
know
from
how
me.
he's bad news yet, he hasn't even done
Mhm.
anything,
But it's coming.
but he's
Oh, and
so
it
rough.
does, and it does. I saw this movie, few years ago, it's, like, one of my uncle's favorites, and
Mhm.
I I knew it was amazing right away. I was so impressed with it on every technical
It's
level, and
so
I never wanted to watch it
beautiful.
again, and I swore I was never gonna watch it again,
How
and
come?
then
Why did you not wanna see it again?
it was just so I keep using the word distressing, but it is, and that's kind of
Very
all I took
visceral.
from it. It was
Mhm.
very visceral, it's very bloody, it's so violent, and I'm not I'm okay with that, like, I have seen lots of that, but, like, it was just so upsetting to me, and that's kind of all I took from it, that viewing.
Yeah.
And this time I was I, like, sent you a very brief Instagram message that I was like, "I need you to know I just watched The Revenant, and it, like, changed me." And, like, I just was not expecting how, like again, it was still so distressing in really all of the same ways, but, like, the what I took from it this time and, like, how it affected me was just so unexpected, and I was just kinda you just, like, briefly mentioned it, but I was, like, struck by how hopeful this movie was, and, like, how yeah, I just that was not at all what I remembered about it, and so I loved that about it.
I
Tell me your feelings about it.
so many. I again, as I think there is a spiritual element to almost all art. I think
Yes.
using symbols and sound to convey your inner stirrings and your abstract projections,
Yeah.
like, I think all of
Yeah.
that is a very spiritual, like, endeavor.
Yeah.
Um
Oh, yeah, and I think it's an inherent need and to create, and I totally agree.
I think The Revenant is maybe the purest spiritual experience I've ever had watching a film.
Wow.
I think it is a spiritual film. I think it is
Wow.
I think it is rife with, like again, like, studying lots of dream psychology, studying Carl
Yeah.
Jung, like, learning about kind of which your literature professor is correct, like, if you study, like, Freud and Jung, you will enjoy art more. It's obnoxious, but it's
Yeah.
true. They're crazy, but they're
Yeah.
right. Um,
Yeah.
so there's just so many things that are primal to the nature of human experience on this earth as just, like, primal beings who are a part of this planet, who exist with
Mhm.
the rocks and the trees.
Yes.
There's I think that is so purely captured in this film. I think
Yeah.
the, uh, director, intentionally or unintentionally, uh, built the blocks of the human the soul to body conjunction, which
Yeah.
is, for example, it's a very elemental film, so I don't know if you
Yeah.
remember, but, like, there's a lot of water, and the water is,
Yes.
you
Yeah.
really feel
Yeah.
the water in the film. One of the
Yeah.
first sequences when they're walking through the snow melt to the moose,
Mhm.
like, you can feel how cold the water is.
Yeah.
You've met water like that.
Yeah.
Um, Fire is really important in this film.
Mhm. Mhm.
Every time, like, I see fire in this film, like, the stress, like, I'm like, "Oh, thank God." Like, when you
Yeah.
because you
He
know that
he's
fire is
warm, like,
life.
it's okay.
You know
Yeah.
that fire
Yeah.
is life.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is so much wind in this
Yeah.
film, there's so much wind, there's literally his dead wife, her allegory of resilience is this picture of, if you're in a storm and you look at a tree, and if you were only to look at its branches, you would think it would fall over because the branches are so
To the
moved by the
ground.
wind,
Yeah.
but if you look at its, like, roots, you will see its stability. You will see that,
Mm.
like, it cannot be taken down,
Mhm.
and so,
Mhm.
like, wind breath is a really important
Yeah.
element in this film.
Yeah.
He tells his son, like, I forget the actual quote, but something along the lines of, like, "So long as you have a breath to take, you take it, and you're still here."
Yes. Oh, I wrote that down in my review because I was like, you keep" he was like, "You as long as you have breath, you keep living," and he said, keep breathing," like, oh, it's so good.
The
It's
like,
so good.
if you have a breath to take, that's
You
it, you're
take it.
alive. You
Yes,
take
you're
it and
alive.
and then you take the next breath, and
Yes, yes.
that is the bedrock of so much, like, meditation practice,
Yeah.
focusing on your breath, like, even in Judeo-Christian literature, like, Adam becoming a human once he gets the breath of life, like, zeroing
Yes.
in on, like, the vitality of breath is
Yeah.
really a really spiritual, uh, I guess I don't know what word I'm thinking of. It's a really spiritual principle or practice, I suppose.
Yeah.
Motif. It's a very spiritual motif.
Yeah.
Um, and of course, there's like so much earth because there's earth in this film
Oh,
because
yeah.
there's just mountains. Oh, the scenery is
It's so stunning. The cinematography and the way it's captured too is so beautiful in this movie,
the
like
constant panorama
yes.
is needed to
Yes.
convey expanse
Mhm.
and
The scale of, like, what he's experiencing too and, like yeah. Oh,
like
yeah.
it's just oh, and there's so much like there are so many dreams and visions
Mhm.
in this
Mhm.
film, and
Yeah.
those are also like I think this is the bedrock of so much spirituality that I connect with, which is
Mhm.
the elements, dreams, memory,
Mm. Yeah.
the spirits of your family, um
Yes.
the breath being the life
Mhm.
force.
Mhm.
There's a lot of, like and again, I am a woo-woo white girl, so I do not do this description justice, but, the thought of prana in a lot of Hindu religions and a lot of Hindustani
Yeah.
religions, prana being, like, the life force,
Yeah.
uh mana in a lot of Polynesian spiritual systems being like life force. Like,
Yeah.
I just feel like this movie and we don't really have that concept as much in our Western culture of this,
Yeah.
like, this, like, seat of energy and power that rests
Mhm.
within your person that you can
Mhm.
that moves you forward upon this earth to enact your will and intention. We don't really talk about we don't have that empowered spiritual sense
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Western politics and Christianity as much,
yeah.
but I think this movie brings me in really close proximity to the concept of, like, the vital life force that keeps you going and keeps
Yes.
you existing
Yes.
in the cruel harshness that it and the cr and the beauty that and the rugged brutality that is existence, like,
Yes, 'cause it is, like,
'cause
however
it
we experience it and, like, I joked about it in my letterbox review. I was like, "Man, this is exactly how my 20s felt." 'Cause, like, yeah, he gets attacked by the bear, but then it's like he keeps going through it. He just, like, keeps, like there's things keep happening to him that he keeps, like, suffering through and, like, living through. And so I was kind of kidding, but, like, it just has felt my 20s have felt so hard. I've talked about it before, and, like, I just am so touched by movies that that touch upon the indomitable human spirit and the will to live, and I think I think we all lose that sometimes, but it's always in us somewhere, and it always will come back if we let it and if we, like, search for it, and I am so, like again, it's whether it was the will to live in Hugh Glass for, the o like, his own reverence of life or whatever, or to enact vengeance, like, which is probably more the likely one, but, like, I don't really care. It's there, and it's there, like, for all of us, and I was, like, just so struck by that because I just love it. We want to live, like, as humans, like, we want to keep going as as much as we sometimes want to deny that, and, like, as much as it sometimes feels like that's gone from us or we lose that, it's always there. I know it, like, I feel that, you know?
no, I actually I think that obviously the revenge is there, but that feels like I don't know, that feels like a little bit of a patriarchal lens that I see online a
Yeah,
lot, that
okay,
this is like a
yes.
revenge story. Because in his moments, like, obviously he is gonna go kill, like, the
Yeah.
dude that killed his son. He's gonna go after Tom
He
Hardy.
cruelly murdered his son. Yeah, yeah, I thought the same thing. Yeah.
He is going to
Yeah.
exist so he can enact justice,
Yes.
but that I don't think that is ever portrayed as what keeps him going.
I agree, I
I
actually agree.
I don't
Yeah.
think that I think this movie like, I think if you are spiritually attuned to the imagery of this
Yeah.
film, you will
Yeah.
see that the things that keep him going again, the elements. He needs
Mhm.
fire, he needs
Uh-huh.
food, he needs
Uh-huh.
shelter, he needs help from a
Human
friend, he
connection.
needs a human to
Yes.
help him, he
Ugh.
needs the memory of his loved ones, he
Yeah.
needs a mantra of, like,
Yeah.
his breath. He keeps getting visited by his wife, he gets
Yeah.
visited by his son. These are the things that cause him to
Yeah.
move forward. He does
You're
not
so
he
right.
doesn't have flashbacks of he never experiences flashbacks of the murder. He never
Yeah.
experiences
Or, like, visions
ideations.
of him, like, actually killing
He
him like
doesn't
that. You're
ideate
so
killing
right.
the
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, you're so
That's
right.
not what we see in the film and in the
Yeah.
text propelling his existence. It is
Yes.
literally his connection to the earth, his knowledge of the
Yes.
earth,
Yeah.
and his connection to, his family and
Yeah.
to kind of the ether,
Yeah.
the land of memory and dreams, like,
Yeah.
that keep him propelled forward.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. No, I think that's so true. I think that's so true.
It's
Oh,
so good.
yeah, so,
It's so
again, yeah,
beautiful.
that was my experience, like, watching that this time, and I'm just so glad because like, truly what a beautiful, like again, very what he goes through is so distressing, but it is so uplifting, like, what he endures and, like, how he endures it, I think, like you're saying. And
Because I've seen this movie a lot too. This is a
yeah,
spiritual practice movie for me, like,
I love that.
the things that I noticed this time and again, because of my studying, like, Carl Jung and Freud, is that he experiences, like, 2 deaths and 2 rebirths in this film, actually, and it's one is always like, physical and one is always
Okay.
spiritual. So
Okay. Yeah.
and one always involves like, the earth or nature, and then one
Yeah.
involves man. So, his first physical death, one could call the bear attack, and that is through
Gosh.
nature, which
Yeah.
is so rough. It's so good. It's
I'm so
such a
scared of bears.
rough
It's, like, so distressing.
it's such a rough scene.
That
Um,
bear comes back 3 times. Like,
I
it's
know you don't get a moment's peace.
no.
You don't get
No.
it's so long, it's,
It's
like, almost all one shot. It's almost all one shot, and you don't get
and then
any
and then the bear, like,
rest.
steps on his head, like,
The
it's
head
so much.
squish is so hard to watch.
Oh, it's so
The
much.
head
It's so
squish makes
much.
me want to run away. I don't
Yup.
Oh gosh,
It's a lot.
the throat tear is so bad.
It's
It's
so much.
it's
Oh, it's
so
so
bad.
much.
It's so
Yeah. Okay, that's so interesting.
so there's his first death. You could say the second death is a spiritual one, and it occurs when he, like, witnesses the murder of his son. Like, that's when
Oh.
he really dies.
Gosh,
Like,
yeah,
is when
which is also
and
awful.
it's enacted through a man.
Yep.
Um, and then anytime, like, once he literally crawls out of a grave. Like, he is the
Yes.
symbolism is really clear. Like, he is a
Mhm.
zombie.
Very on
He
the nose.
is in limbo. He is
Yes.
pulling himself out of the
Yes.
grave like a
Yes.
zombie. He is
Yes.
half alive, half dead in a literal
Yeah.
spiritual sense.
Yeah.
He doesn't really physically or spiritually recuperate until I think he spiritually is reborn when he meets the Pawnee man who creates a makeshift, like, sweat lodge for him.
Yeah.
Because I
Helps
think
him to
he is
heal.
I think he is spiritually healed in that moment because
Yeah.
he gets to see his son on the other side.
Yeah.
He has a vision where he embraces his son one last time.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
that is his spiritual rebirth. And
Yeah.
then I think his physical rebirth is he's when he, comes out of the horse carcass, he's literally in a womb.
Yeah.
He's like
Yeah.
his face
Yeah.
is literally framed like the birth canal. Like
Yeah.
and I think that is his physical rebirth. And then
Oh, I like that.
after those 2 things occur, he is a fully, like, resurrected Hugh Glass
Yeah.
who can,
Yeah.
like, go do what he was destined to do, which is
Mhm.
potentially avenge the life of his son.
Mhm.
And, spoilers, he doesn't completely follow through.
Mhm.
He kind of lets nature take care of justice.
Mhm. He realizes it's kind of not up to him.
I know he
Yeah.
kind of a Christian indigenous marrying Christian view
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
justice being something that is enacted by the creator.
Yep.
And then, which I fucking love the last scene where he sees his dead wife and
Mhm.
she pretty
Mhm.
much is giving him the okay to die now, and she, like,
Yeah.
walks away with a knowing smile, so the audience
Yeah.
can kind of surmise that she's kind of giving him the okay to move on, to let
Yep.
go.
Yep.
Um, but we don't see him do that. We see
Mhm.
him just, like, look at you, the audience
Mhm.
member, and
Mhm.
you just hear him breathing.
Mhm.
All you
Mhm.
hear is his breath continue,
Yeah.
and he kind of looks at the audience with kind of just this question of just like, "Okay, so now it's my choice to live. Like, do you think I should do it? Do you think
Yes.
you should do it? What are you going
Yes.
to make of your choice? Like, are you
Oh,
going to keep breathing now?"
yes.
Like,
Oh, Esther, that's so good.
it's
Oh,
so good. It's like it ends on a note of ultimate agency being left to the
yeah.
audience, like, "Okay,
Yes.
well, now that you have seen life and death,
Yeah.
portrayed
What are
for
you gonna do
you.
with it?
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Now that you know what you have to do to keep persisting and existing, are you gonna do it
Are you
now?
going to?
Do
Like,
you accept the challenge of continuing to exist? Like, because it is a challenge you have to accept, like,
yes, which also speaking of Christianity and specifically Mormon, like, theology is, like, that was we're taught that, like, we knew what we were going coming into, like, before this earth life, and we chose to come here, and, like, that's so interesting, like, we still made the choice, and we had that agency to live and to oh, that's so interesting.
in our modern age, this is gonna sound a little stoner dude conspiratorial, but I think there's a lot that's zombifying us. I think
Yeah.
being
Oh, no, I
addicted
think
to,
so
like, the
too.
dopamine, like,
Mhm.
the fake world of social
Mhm.
media, I think having a whole other world on the
We were
internet
never meant to know so much, we were never meant to know so much, we were
is
never meant to know so
really
much. Yeah.
disillusioning. There's a lot of
Yep.
studies that show that just, like, the amount of screen time we're having is hurting our brains. The amount of
Yes. Yeah.
plastic in our bodies is hurting us. The amount
Yeah.
of, like, ChatGPT, like, generative AI is really bad for our brains. Like, there's a
Yeah.
lot that is killing the
Us.
vital, natural
Yeah.
potency of existing in this natural world. And
Yeah.
The Revenant reminds me that I have to hearken back to the basics of existing
Yes.
as a being in
Oh,
this world. Like,
yeah.
I have to be in touch with the elements. I have to go be where
Yeah.
water is, where life is.
Yeah.
Like, I have to breathe. I have to be
Yeah.
outside. I have to witness the animals and the other
Mhm.
people that live on this earth.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
I have to remember the, like, others that came before me and fought so hard
Yeah.
to exist so that I could exist.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I have to, like, have dreams and visions. Like, these are all things that are remind me that, "Oh, yes, this is my, like, primal state as a person,"
Yeah.
and the kind of brain foggy passivity of a lot of the elements of our current culture is kind of
Yeah.
separating us from that, and this movie
Yeah.
reminds me of that, like, "Oh, we are beings of energy and power and fire
Yeah.
and air, and
Yeah.
we need to, like, actively decide what we do with every breath." Like,
Oh, Esther, that's so good.
it's so good. Revenant is
It's
so good.
yes. Again, like I said, I had, like, a whole different experience watching it this time, and now I feel like I'm just, like, having another whole different experience, like, talking to you about it. Oh, this is so good. Oh, I want everyone to watch this. It's, like it's kind of tough to recommend because, again, it's hard it's so much is hard to
It's a
watch and
brutal
hard to see and hard
film.
to witness,
Mhm.
but, like, those are messages that, like, truly all of us need and can and that we all need and can benefit from and feel truth in, I think. Um, so for that reason, I want everyone to watch it because
Every
I think we can get through it. You can get through this movie and it's worth it. Like the messages and like what we're talking about, I think it's worth it.
it's so good. My
Yeah.
I guess, like, my ending thought is that, like,
Yeah.
films for me, the emotions that I
Mhm.
really love to feel when I watch movies is, uh, triumph. I really care
Yes.
about triumph.
Yeah. Yeah.
I care about awe, and The
Yeah.
Revenant provides a lot of awe for me.
Yeah.
Um, and I care about truth. And so
Yeah.
I think these 4 films, in one way or another, provide some sense of truth, awe, or
Mhm.
triumph for me.
I think that's like so the through lines of these. Yeah.
And
Oh, I
I
can
those are
totally
things
see
I
that.
really just get off on. I really
I
love
love it.
experiencing
Yeah.
those emotive spaces.
Yes. I love movies and art because I love to feel. I just, like, love to feel deeply, and to me, that's, like, the medium that to me, it speaks the most and that I feel the most in, and I love that you feel it too. I love it. I love that you get that. Oh,
This was so
um,
good, Emma.
this was so fun. Esther, is there, like, anything you want to share? Anything you wanna, like, plug? Anything I don't know, anything anything where can we find you if we want to, like,
I
anything
mean,
else?
if you want, I've just barely started my own massage business. It is called
Yeah.
Moonroot. You can find
Yes.
me on Instagram at
I'll link
Moonroot
it all.
Massage.
Mhm, mhm.
Um, if you are a friend of Emma and you're ever passing through Portland, name drop Emma and we'll
Stop.
get you in for a
You're s
massage.
y y you're so great. Oh
Of
my gosh, coupon code
course.
Emma.
Just yeah, yeah, no, for sure. Just message me, code
Oh,
Emma, you'll
I
get a
love it.
massage.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, my first sponsorship.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Moonroot Massage. Moonroot Massage
No,
and Body
truly,
Work.
yes. No, Esther's the coolest, like, we were talking about it before, so aligned with, like, what she's doing, and I just, like she's just such a I just feel so honored to know her and to
Ugh,
call Esther a friend, like, it's
same,
so cool, and I'm
Emma.
so glad you came on. Thank you so much for doing this. I just had truly such a, like, enlightening, lovely time talking with you.
I'm so glad.
We will see you next week on another
Yes.
episode of Movies and the People Who Love Them. Thank you,
Yes,
Esther.
share it with your friends.
Yes. You're the best.